The top story is what you see here. This is brand new. This is the video Donald Trump did not want anyone to see. It's the former president forced under oath to answer questions about an alleged assault in his civil defamation and rape trial. What you see right here for the first time tonight is this brand new footage from that case. And unlike, say, Donald Trump's arraignment and what will be the process at his upcoming scheduled criminal trial, where there were a few photographs that showed him right before the arraignment began, but there are no video cameras allowed in that proceeding in New York criminal court. But here, tonight, you can see that the cameras were rolling, which is exactly the scenario that Trump was trying to prevent with his defiance and delay tactics, just as he has ran from testifying to Bob Mueller or the January 6th committee or the New York AG probe. But here he got cornered, forced under oath, as you can see right there. And you can see from him talking, about to play some of this, that he did not plead the fifth as he and others have done in other proceedings. Instead, here, he responds. He parries questions about his alleged conduct in this taped deposition in the civil rape case. And we knew the jury had seen this tape this week. But now tonight, what's different is, according to the process, it is now public for the first time. So this video evidence is now publicly available. And Trump was pressed on the account by his accuser. He denies all charges. And he was pressed on his own apparent admissions on the infamous Access Hollywood tape. Here is some of the new deposition.
In this video, I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet, just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the you can do anything. That's what you said, correct?
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the
Well, that's what it's. If you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely true. Unfortunately or fortunately.
And you consider yourself to be a star?
I think you can say that, yeah.
So you saw right there, the lawyer garners a type of admission because Trump stands accused of what he asserted or claimed stars could do. And then directly thereafter, he puts himself in that same star category. The lawyer also pressed Donald Trump about claims that the accuser was not his, quote, type, which draws this very controversial new exchange where you see Donald Trump discuss his, quote, first choice for this type of scenario. And that is something he uses in his alleged or apparent defense. So he's talking about his choice as a defense against what he stands accused of. And then you'll be able to hear as he turns this same verbiage on the lawyer in the room questioning him.
She would not be my first choice, that I can tell you. Man. You don't know. That would not be my first choice.
When you said in that video that Ms. Leeds would not be your first choice, you were referring to her physical looks, correct?
Just the overall. I look at her, I see her, I hear what she says, whatever. You wouldn't be a choice of mine either, to be honest with you. I hope you're not insulted. I would not, under any circumstances, have any interest in you. I'm honest when I say it.
It is legally irrelevant, also obviously quite offensive, to turn the discussion and try to attack the attorney. But that statement there might also hurt Donald Trump with a jury that is being asked to weigh, in the context of this civil trial, his alleged misogyny and his alleged conduct.